What's going on, everybody? It's Underdog, and this is the show of shows. This is hashtag Underdog Plays, hashtag this is the Undercard, Season 3, Episode 2. If you missed the first episode, I basically showed off the roster, and I think we had a pretty decent show. Wasn't the best possible show we could have had, but I think this week is going to be a hell of a lot better, because we've got some crazy matches tonight, and we'll talk about that in a second. First of all, I just want to recap. This season of the Undercard is more about getting the titles to be defended, right? So I wanted to give people championships early this season instead of working towards getting the title and then defending it in the second half of the season. I really want Season 3 to be all about building up whatever title it may be and defending that title by having title defenses. That's how you validate a championship. That's how you build prestige, okay? So, last week in episode 1, we crowned both a tag team championship, which is our current tag team champions are Lucha House Party. That's right. Grand Metalik. Oh, actually, I think we can look at who. Can we look at our champions here? Records? View titles? Yes. We've got Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, and we've got Amazing Red, who will be defending his title here this week against Kiryu from the Yakuza series. And I really want that junior heavyweight to be like our weekly title. Every week that title's going to be defended. In the main event, this week, we will be crowning our first heavyweight champion, and it's possibly the biggest match in Undercard history. Brock Lesnar, the Beast, will face Andre the Giant, the Unbeatable. Andre the Giant, for those of you who haven't been following the series and don't really understand, Andre the Giant has never been pinned. He's never been submitted. He's only lost by getting knocked out by Earthquake in Season 2. So, this is very important. Brock Lesnar is going to have to try to do whatever he can to win here in the main event. We've also got Spawn and Mike Tyson here this week. It's going to be crazy. A lot of fantasy warfare. Every match is simulated. Here we go. Let's get to the show. Let's just get right into the action. Enough talking. Time to start wrestling. We've got the Sandman versus JTG to start off our show. Because neither of them got to perform last week, so they're here this week. And everybody that doesn't have a win will probably wrestle each other in episode 3, because each match earns you a point. The person with the most amount of points gets the title shot. That's how this works. Starting right into the action here. Eye poke. Sandman's known for playing a little bit dirty, and he likes hardcore. He likes weapons. Made the kendo stick famous in ECW. He will put himself through a table if he has to. Okay, this guy is certifiably insane, to say the least. We know that Sandman likes to walk out through the crowd and smash a beer can into his head as he looks to get a first victory here against JTG. Or will it be JTG one half of the former tag team known as Crime Time there with a fist drop to the face of Sandman. Sandman in the white and camo pants with the tattoos, and JTG there sporting a little red bandana gets knocked down by the elbow strike followed up by a leg. Sandman looking good here. We do have a time machine. It's a multi-dimensional time machine, and that's how we can have all of these deceased wrestlers and wrestlers from different realms. We've got Spawn, we've got Mike Tyson. Everybody is in their prime. This is all canon. Everything that happened in real life also happened here somehow throughout history. DDT there by Sandman. That's the move everyone in ECW used to use. Referee this season is Mike Armstrong. So we got a new referee. Same rules. Anything goes. Except for rope break. There's got to be a rope break here. Just to be fair to the wrestlers. Oh, low blow, and the referee's going to let that go. And working on the leg is Sandman here. Looking to get some sort of momentum on his side. Some sort of advantage. Snap suplex by JTG 5 minutes into this match. It is accelerated time for those of you who are new to Fire Pro. It's at 125% speed. Normal matches have a quote-unquote 30% or, a 30-minute time limit. That's what I'm trying to say, at a 125% speed. So we try to get these normal matches out fast, and then any rematches, we do have a rematch this week. Any rematches are unlimited, and any title matches are unlimited, because we like to have clean ends for those. We like to have definitive winners in those types of matches. So we will see a rematch of Mickie James versus Becky Lynch later today in the show. So stay tuned for that if you want to see some great female action. They had a really close bout, 2.9 here. They had a really close bout last week in the opening of the season. So it was unfortunate that there was a draw in episode 1, but here in episode 2, I don't want to see any more draws, okay? We want to move on, move forward. Russian leg sweep. That's the move that he likes to do as his finisher. He sometimes uses a kendo stick with an assist and calls it the White Russian. He is a big drinker. JTG going for a short arm clothesline followed by a leg drop. JTG now in advantage. What's he going to do here? Looking for some big move. Bulldog. Full speed ahead. And has to take a little bit of a breather. Low blow. The kick of Sandman catches JTG off guard. Doesn't really know what hit him. And another low blow. Fighting as dirty as he can. This isn't for a title, so I don't really know what real advantage he gets. Besides maybe a win belly to belly there by JTG. Not a whole lot of power behind that, but it might be effective. And so is that famouser. Sandman gets back up and gets thrown outside of the ring. JTG looking for a big spot! Holy moly, a crossbody over the rope. That's what I like to see. And there's the kendo stick, and he's just gonna taunt. These two are gonna fight outside. He's got a steel chair. What is Sandman gonna do? Try to get himself counted out as he's just humping the air like the pervert that he is. Chair is still in play, and he's flipping off the audience. Hey, we don't like that. Is that allowed on YouTube? I don't know. Moves out of the way of the leg drop. And JTG is going to hit one of his own. What a spot there. This is what I want. Some high-class action, trading of spots, and Sandman being Sandman. This is about what I expected, and that time the leg drop connected. Will that be enough to end the match? No, wait a minute. JTG gets up quickly and gets punched right in the balls again, and woo, kangaroo kick. Nice reversal there by JTG. Discus clothesline to follow up, and another one, but Sandman moves out of the way. Face buster, and now a cover by JTG. Mike Armstrong with the 2.5. Scoop slam outside of the ring. That kendo stick is right there. We know Sandman loves that weapon. He might have to use it here. Face buster on the outside. Don't want to get counted out. I believe it is a Japanese 20 count. on the outside here this season. Same as last season. 15, 16, slowly but surely JTG crawls inside and the steel chair is in the middle of the ring. Watch out! Face buster, but he misses the chair. JTG might have got lucky there as he was gonna crash and burn, and now Sandman on the attack. Russian leg sweep in the center, clutches the leg for the 3. And that is our first match and our first victory for Sandman. So I gotta remember to write down in my notes. That Sandman now has a point. Mike Tyson will make his debut against Curtis Axel. Good luck, Curtis. This is a wrestling match, though. If Mike Tyson is going to be at any disadvantage, it's that this is a wrestling match, not a boxing match. And those two things are quite different, but punches are allowed here in the undercard, and I expect a quick knockout. Watch out for those big fists. Mike Tyson with the boxing gloves wrapped around his fist tightly and takes down Curtis Axel quickly. And again, he's just taking him down, toying with Curtis Axel maybe. Ooh, straight punch to the gut. What is Curtis Axel gonna do against a boxer? I don't know if Curtis Axel understands how to fight at all. He's not a very well-known performer. He is the, I believe, is he the son of Mr. Perfect? I believe that's what it is. Either son or grandson. Correct me on that one, please, wrestling fans, in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube, guys, because that's where I put all these videos. So there you go. Uh-oh, ducks under and kicks him right in the butt. Curtis Axel looking good. Gotta watch out for the quick fists of the baddest man on the planet. Mike Tyson is a wrestling fan. That's why he wanted to be here on the undercard. He wants to prove that he too can become a champion. And everyone has a fair chance. Drop kick to the back of the head. Curtis Axel with a spinning neck breaker. And he's in control. This is very surprising. But ooh, Mike Tyson sweeps the leg and just punches him right in the face. I feel like one punch from Mike Tyson and you would be out cold for a good time. And it wouldn't be a good time. It would be a long time. Oh, just stomping all over Curtis Axel now. Mike Tyson, a little bit of a show-off combo. Oh, and here comes the brutal fist of the boxer. 1 count, 2 count, rope break. Not sure if those were illegal punches or if that was a rope count there. But Curtis Axel escapes, and now from behind, wait a minute, reversal into a sleeper hold. Where did Mike Tyson learn how to do that? It doesn't really matter at this point. He had an appearance in AEW, and now he's here. And what was interesting is I added, we drafted, I should say, randomly all these performers, and Mickie James was on Monday Night Raw this week, so I thought that was kind of interesting. She's been away for quite a while. I mean, she's kind of in retirement status, I guess. Not even a 1 count there on Mike Tyson as he powers out, but gets hit by a backbreaker, and Curtis Axel has lasted longer in this match than I ever thought possible. It's just kind of cool that we get to see Mike Tyson and Mickie James and Spawn and all these other people here in this season. I'm really excited about the roster. Oh, big uppercut combo and continuing these big punches. I don't know why the ref is counting for that. This could have been a TKO. Somehow Curtis Axel is still alive. I'm not sure if he's conscious or if his body is taken over. His spirit is in charge now. Headlock, whips it into a leg takedown. Curtis Axel has to do something. Needs a miracle to survive this onslaught of punches by Mike Tyson. One of the greatest fighters ever. Oh, and a big stunner. Curtis Axel gets back up. Why would you do that? I don't know. I'm not afraid of too many men on this earth, but Mike Tyson is definitely one I would not want to get into a fight with. As Curtis Axel gets caught by another modified stunner there. Mike Tyson stomping on him again, running into the ropes. Not sure what happened there. Big punches, knocks him down, but he's not going for a cover. I don't think he understands that you need to pin your opponent, not just punch the shit out of him. Misses a stunner there, and Curtis Axel with a back suplex. This match, I can't believe it's still going. I really thought this would be a squash in the favor of Mike Tyson, and again now Mike Armstrong very concerned about these punches for some reason. Maybe he's working with Curtis Axel, I'm not really sure. But if he's not fair and balanced, we will have to remove him as a referee. Now punches to the back of the head. That's definitely illegal in wrestling. But in boxing, maybe that's okay. I'm not sure. Cutthroat and a slap to the chest, but Curtis Axel kicks Tyson away. Big, dangerous DDT. And Tyson is groggy, gets booted in the back of the head. Ooh, misses the stunner again. Going for some short uppercuts. How the hell is Curtis Axel still even alive right now? Sweep the leg, chop the chest. Mike Tyson is putting on one hell of a performance. It just made him tap out. A submission win for Mike Tyson. Okay. You never know what to expect here in the undercard. I mean, we had Kiryu in season 1, Kiryu in episode 1 of season 3 doing headbutts. And now Kiryu's going to be here again. It'll be interesting to see if he fights the same way. But let's focus on the next matchup. It's been a long time since I've done this style of wrestling commentary. So I'm sorry if I say the wrong thing or trip over my words, but I'm just so damn excited about these. Some of these matches are kind of wild. We've got Tenille Dashwood, formerly known as Emma. Some of you may know her as a couple different names in wrestling, but I think she's a great talent. I'm really glad to have her on the roster for season 3, up against Molly Holly, who's a Hall of Famer, right? She's a legend in the business. So let's see what Molly Holly can do.
Fight.
Into the corner. Snap there to start it off. Molly Holly in the blue. Tenille in the red. Suplex reversal, nice move. Chucks her out of the ring, and she's playing a little bit of cat and mouse here. Clothesline, Molly Holly obviously with the experience advantage here. I think Tenille has a little bit of the speed advantage, but I mean, Molly Holly's got some aerial moves. Of course, the Molly go round is her big finisher, and we can see that here tonight. That would be great. Misses a kick and gets kicked on her own. Shakes that off. Don't want to take too much damage early. Back body drop by Tenille. Dashwood with a nice big kick. Knocking down Molly Holly. Picking her back up. Ropes into a bulldog. Don't want to turn your head and get hit by that. A lot of these women like to use that bulldog as everyday move. Molly Holly looks kind of groggy. Uh-oh. Wins the Kiryu match a little bit later in the show. Probably about 3 to 4 matches from now. Got Neil Dashwood in the corner, gets hit by a nice cartwheel elbow. Molly Holly in control now. Whoa, what a Guido clutch there, but not even a 1 count as Tenille somehow saw that coming and escaped out of it before a pinfall. Snapmare catches her. Gets kicked in the head. Off the ropes. Sliding kick to the face. Here we go. Bulldog again. The speed of Molly Holly, very impressive today. You may be a legend, but don't forget we've got that magical time machine, and she might be in her prime right now. Clothesline. Tenille Dashwood got caught there. Molly Holly wants to wear down that arm so she can't put as much power into that clothesline again. And referee slow for that rope break. Falcon slam there. Cover. 1, 2. Kiryu has a title match against the Amazing Red. That'll be an interesting matchup. It's for the Junior Weight Championship. It'll be Amazing Red's first defense because he won it, obviously, in the last episode. And that Junior Weight title will be defended every week unless the champion gets injured. And then there's nothing I can do about that. But until that happens, and I hope it doesn't, we'll be defending that title every week no matter what. And that can be for anyone under 230 pounds, I believe, is the weight limit. That doesn't really seem like as low as it should be, but I guess that's what junior weight in this game is considered. I mean, we do have some big boys on the roster, so we've got Andre, he's 500 pounds. The clock runs really fast. That's because it's at 125 times the normal speed. It's X20 125. Accelerated time. Oh, big drop kick there by Molly Holly. I told you we have a time machine, and that's just how this works out. Big powerbomb. Also, if you have a match at 100 times speed or 100% speed, some of these matches can go on for a long time, and I'm not really here to do commentary for an hour for every match. We've done that. It's not happening again. Off the ropes, Tenille blocks the elbow. Nice move there. Big drop kick. Cover. 1, 2. Ooh, 2.9. Don't be as you don't have to be that confused. Time is just accelerated. That's all you need to know. There's reasons behind everything. It's a 30-minute time limit for this match, for every normal match, and then unlimited time for title matches. Nice bulldog again, catches her. Molly Holly going for the arm submission here. Mike Armstrong looking close, asking Tenille if she wants to give up, but no, she pushes her off. Again with that one-footed Claymore-style dropkick. Cover. 1, 2. Will it be enough? And no. 2.9. Molly Holly, the legendary performer here, trying to prove she's still got what it takes. Clothesline for a drop kick. Interesting trade. Lets her get up. Molly Holly is all about respect. Elbow combo. Gets caught by a boot. Tenille getting whipped around now. Caught again by that arm lock. No ropes in sight. That's a dangerous place to be. Double arm suplex. Nice. From behind, just clobbers Molly Holly in the back of the head. And wait a minute. Oh, what a reversal there. Was looking for a Northern Lights suplex and turned it into a DDT. Elbow caught her right in the eyebrow. And Tenille now getting a little bit frustrated, as you can tell by just kicking her opponent there. Molly Holly knocks her down. Molly Holly in the blue here, going for a pin. 1, 2. Oh, and she got it with a roll-up. 16 minutes and 24 seconds. So that is 1 point for Molly Holly. classic ending there with the schoolboy roll-up. There's one match and then there's the Kiryu match. If you were wondering, I know there's people that are fans of Kiryu. And then we've got the Mickie James Becky Lynch rematch, and then we've got the main event. So every show is 7 matches, right? And Kiryu is match number 5. So we've got Lacey Evans, the Southern Belle, versus Spawn. just accept that's what it is, and here we go. Well, I mean, Mike Tyson got the win, but it wasn't really as impressive as I expected it to be. And I'm really hoping that Spawn does something cool here. Because he's a very interesting character to have in the undercard. This match starts right off, and Lacey Evans is going to waste no time. She kind of has to win this match. I mean, imagine the prowess and the bragging rights that you get off of beating a character like Spawn. Spawn's outfit is interesting. That's kind of what he looks like. He just isn't wearing his big floppy cape. I feel like that would get in the way if you're wrestling. From behind, Lacey Evans working on the shoulder, and he just punches her off. Spawn now in the corner. This is our first ever intergender match of the season. Like I said in the undercard, anything goes. We give everybody a fair chance. And Lacey Evans is no slouch there between the ropes. So Spawn's got to watch out. I feel like he might be at a little bit of a disadvantage just because he's not really a wrestler. He just, kind of resorts to his magic powers and his guns and stuff. And now he has to resort to his straight-up power as he gets reversed on that suplex attempt. Thrown into the ropes, Spawn gets elbowed. And now Lacey Evans has him locked down. Spawn got teleported into the undercard. Little screen glitch there, not sure what happened. Might have been on my end with the HDMI cable. Spawn using his supernatural strength against Lacey Evans here. Throws her out of the ring. And here comes Spawn. The devil's favorite demon is just stomping away. Suplex. No, wait a minute. Reversal again by Lacey Evans. And Mike Armstrong has to watch closely. Spawn just not in a good place here. Clubbing blow. Followed by a leg drop. This is all Lacey. Oh, and she's dragging his face against the ropes, using it as a weapon. Very inventive there. One. Spawn gets up. Oh! My God, what a straight combo there. 2.9. That might have done a lot of damage. He's fought demons and criminals and bad guys, and now he's fighting a Southern Belle like Lacey Evans. I don't think he likes how polite she is. That's just not really Spawn's style. Big boot. From behind, gets elbowed, snap suplex. Lacey Evans should not be doing this many moves. It might exhaust her. You gotta slow down sometimes. Desperation takedown. Spawn. He's up. He's got her in the corner, but she fights out of it. Uh-oh. Groggy in trouble. Gets clubbed down and smacked. Spawn's in trouble. Lacey Evans might get a huge victory here. What a story this is. Maybe Spawn's pulling a little bit of the punches. Oh, God, the women's right! 1, 2, and Spawn kicks out of the finisher. He just got clobbered in the face. He got sent to hell and back, standing German. Now showing off his strength. Power. and spirit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Watch out for that knee. He keeps getting groggy. I don't know what he can do to recover. I'm not sure if Spawn has all of his powers available to him right now. Drops her right on her head. Spinning neckbreaker, that could be it. Moonsault cover, 1, 2, and she almost just beat Spawn. Straight out of the comic book pages, this is a fight for the record books. A women's right of his own. I don't know if he would call it that, but you never know. Oh, it is just bending her elbows the wrong way there, and she has to tap out. She had to tap out. She had no choice. Her joints don't bend that way, and this is just a really awkward ending animation, but Spawn actually did get the submission there. So that is a point for Spawn. Congratulations to him. Next up, we have Amazing Red defending his title for the first time, the Junior Weight Championship, against Kazuma Kiryu, who was using headbutts last week. So we don't really know what Kiryu's going to do this week. And a very different opponent. Last week, it was against Eric Rowan, who's full power. This week, it's against Amazing Red, who is all speed and aerial attack. So Kiryu's got to watch out. I would say don't let Amazing Red gain momentum, because once he does that, Kiryu's going to be in trouble. Pretty even starting off here. Kiryu trying for the headbutts and only gets 2. Gets knocked down by Amazing Red. DDT in the center of the ring. The Dragon looking to get a big championship victory here early in Season 3. I, for one, would love to see it. Sleeper hold into a stomp. Going for a quick combo. Using those karate skills. From behind, ooh, Japanese arm drag reversal there by Amazing Red. That's the speed I'm talking about. Don't blink, Kiryu. Oh! Slides under. And another combo, driving the knees into the back of the head. Mike Armstrong watching closely to make sure those are legal blows. Even though this is a championship, there should be no DQ or count out. But you want to protect the wrestlers. Make sure that nobody gets injured here, and only a 1 count there. Headbutts again, this time against the new champion. Amazing Red might be in trouble. Kiryu with some impressive strength off of that German. 1, 2, and almost got it. Double whip. Slides under. Kiryu misses. They're going to trade blows, and I don't know if that's the guy you want to do that with. Amazing Red with a big wheel kick, though. And Kiryu stands right back up with a desperation headbutt. Drags him out. Against the rope, stops his own momentum. Kiryu is in full control of his own body. He's got balance and mind. Oh! What a move there. Kiryu from the top! With the stomp and the big spin. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going around Yakuza Town. He trades blows all the time. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. From the streets to the ring, and he just won. Wait a minute. What was that? He just won that quick. I don't even know what just happened. He stomped right on Amazing Red's crotch, and we have a new junior weight champion. Wow, Kiryu doesn't care. He just wants to straight up go into a pin. Okay. I don't think Amazing Red even knows what happened. Next up, well, we have the rematch of Becky Lynch and Mickie James. Kiryu is officially a champion here in the undercard. You're welcome. He's got to defend that title, though, every week, Dan. That's the weekly championship. You got to defend it against whoever's next. So, tune in if you want to see if Kiryu is going to retain that championship week in and week out. It's a long season, so it'll be impressive if he does it. But it's not impossible. Here we've got a rematch of last week. This match went to a 30-minute time limit draw, and these women, I think, are as even as can be. Becky Lynch, an amazing performer. Mickie James on that legendary status. Champion everywhere she's been. Big slam there by Mickie James in the blue. Becky Lynch in the brownish color. Walls of Jericho locked in, but she's going to slip out of that because it's too early to start doing big submissions, I think. Becky Lynch using that strength to break off of that hold. And just going to drive her shoulder into the face of Mickie James, who's trying to avoid some strikes here. Gets slapped right in the face. I'm not sure if they respect each other as much as you would want them to. Kicks into the corner. Mickie James again with the Boston Crab. Elbow to the back, followed by the stomp. Mickie James in the corner now. Becky Lynch in control. Saito suplex right into that corner. Nowhere to go. Gotta find a way out. Backslide one. She won her WrestleMania victory off of that. The first ever women's main event of a WrestleMania. Becky Lynch performed and won. 2 belts Becky, they used to call her. Ooh, slips out of that suplex. Nice reversal there. Mickie James, watch out! He defends his life every street block, so I think he'll be fine. Well, I mean, there's only one way to know, and that's to keep watching. As the undercard season is usually about 13 episodes long. This is only episode 2, so gonna be a while before we know how dominant Kiryu can really be. The only person that's ever been undefeated is in our main event. Andre the Giant is unbeatable. Not only undefeated, he's unbeatable. Nobody can do it. Mickie James, Becky Lynch, back and forth. Fist and elbow. Here comes the big drop kick. And Becky Lynch trades back. Wow. Back to their feet they go. Stole the DDT! She stole her move. And now she's going to work on that arm. Maybe setting up for her own finisher. That's the first stolen move of the season. Working on the arm. Becky Lynch was in control for a while there until she got caught by that suplex. In and out. Becky Lynch driving her head on top of Mickie James' cranium, dropping the legs now. These focus attacks all have meaning and purpose behind them. Becky Lynch has a strategy and she's putting it in place, adjusting her wristbands. Here we go, up top, big back elbow. But is it enough to inflict the damage she needs to do to get the win? We know they're extremely evenly matched. They had a 30-minute draw last week. Stunner! And Mickie James just stands up like it was nothing. No sell. Suplex. Off the rope. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Becky Lynch is back to her feet. Notice how she applied the elbow to the lower back before applying the Boston Crab. That's what you do if you're a veteran. This is strategic wrestling. This is, you know, years and years in this business, and you know how to work a certain section of somebody's body. You know, when you're Mickie James, you know how to pick apart a limb, and Becky Lynch is a submission wrestler at heart. Like, yeah, she does all this other stuff, but she just got caught by a spin kick. Will it be enough? 2.9, no. Becky Lynch ducks under the kick this time. Into the corner we go. Knocked down, groggy Becky Lynch. Big clothesline from Mickie James, and another wheel kick. Not sure if that's the same as the Mick kick, but it seems to be quite effective here. Up top, Mickie James in that danger district. Wait a minute! Reversal into a tornado. All the way down, and Mickie James hits her with a low drop kick and a big knee to the face. Becky Lynch in trouble here. Off the ropes, drop toe hold reversal, catching her breath. Knocked down, almost 15 minutes into this match. These ladies are putting on one heck of a show. I mean, I feel like the show stealer of the last season was probably Io Shirai. And these two might be the show stealer of this season. I love to see it. I, for one, am a fan of both. So, I won't be hurt too bad depending on who wins this. I'm behind both of these ladies. Becky Lynch still working on that arm, but hasn't yet applied that disarmer finisher move. I'm not really sure what she's waiting for. Maybe she just hasn't gotten the opportunity, as Mickie James constantly knocks her down. This might be starting a new rivalry here. Irish car bomb, Becky Lynch taking big gasping breaths, trying to get some air into her brain. She needs that oxygen. Mickie James isn't going to let up this constant assault, though. We've got another long match on our hands. Of course, this one has no limits, and we definitely need a winner here. Whoa. Went for something, got broken off. Slips out of the suplex, hits a kick, and that might be it. 1, 2, Mike Armstrong with no. Only a 2.9. I was going to say 3, man. I really thought that was it. Slaps her in the face. She's charging herself up. She's amping herself up, and the crowd is behind her. Becky Lynch in control again. It's her time to shine here in the match. But wait, she got caught by that devastating DDT. Mickie James putting her right where she wants her, but wait a minute. Becky Lynch, this is back and forth action at its best. Almost 20 minutes into this match. I can't believe they're so even. It's just crazy to me. DDT.
20 minutes gone.
1. That running knee again. She keeps doing that, but I'm not sure it's as effective as she thinks it is. Here it is again! Twice in a row! She's just gonna keep doing it over and over until Becky Lynch is knocked out. Explodes her! Bexploder. Full speed ahead, takes her down. Nice rope move there by Becky. Backslide by Mickie. James with the elbow. Lynch looking like she's in trouble. Catches her with another big kick. No! What else can you do at this point in the match? I say just spam your finisher. Because this running knee isn't working. Becky Lynch refuses to use her finisher, so I'm not sure what they're doing out here. Maybe they're just trying to put on a show for the fans. I don't know at this point. She's just kicking her in the face constantly. 1, 2, and Becky Lynch won't die. She won't give up. This is ridiculous. That time Becky Lynch didn't get up. You'll notice she's getting knocked down, but she keeps standing back up, and that's what really matters when you're a wrestler or a performer with any heart at all. Not about how many times you get knocked down, it's about how many times you get back up. Becky Lynch calls herself the man, and there we see it again, the signature move. And again, this is what Becky needs to do. Trying to break her leg, and Mickie James finally taps out. Just got that knee twisted in the wrong position, and Becky Lynch gets a big victory here. It's only episode 2. Becky Lynch gains a point. Kiryu is actually the first person with 2 points. Because he won last week and he won this week. So technically Kiryu's in first place. But next up, we have possibly the biggest match in Undercard history. A little behind the scenes. You know the story, okay? Andre is unbeatable, but he's facing the only guy I think that maybe has a chance to beat him. It's Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate. This guy, in canon, ended the Undertaker's streak. He's beaten everybody that has a name. He's dominated superstars pretty much his whole career. He's been on top of the wrestling business. He's been on top of the UFC. Brock Lesnar is here to fight and to win. He's going to have to deal with somebody that's 500 pounds. And I think every time that suplex comes, it's going to take a little bit out of Lesnar. I would say that Lesnar has an advantage, but I'm not sure he does. Like, maybe in endurance. Like, Lesnar can definitely wrestle longer. But Andre, even if he gets hit by a suplex, it's not really going to do much to him. Because we know he doesn't take much damage. He's like a stone. You keep chipping away, but it feels like you're not making any headway at all. And here we go for the first title of the Undercard Championship. Who will be our first big champion and be defending? Will it be Andre or Lesnar? This is crazy. I can't believe it's here. I can't believe this is actually happening. And Andre's going to strike first with an elbow. Lesnar's got to do something. Andre's the most dominant performer we've ever seen. 3 seasons. And nobody even comes close to Andre. Look at him just slapping off Lesnar like a kid. Like a fly at your meal, just swatting him away. This is Brock Lesnar we're talking about. Wait a minute! Went for a suplex and it got reversed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good for Lesnar. If he can't hit a suplex, this is pretty much all over. Headbutt. Andre's taunting already. Lesnar getting snapped in half by a backbreaker. Oh no. No, no, no. Not like this, dude. It's going to be another squash match. Lesnar, I don't know if he's ever been squashed besides that one Goldberg match. Lesnar's already bleeding 2 minutes into the match. 1, 2, no. Oh my God, Lesnar kicks out. And the blood is just pouring from his face. Andre doesn't give a fuck. He says, I am the giant. And he's just squeezing the guts out of Lesnar. No, not like this, dude. You're Brock Lesnar. Be the beast. Do something, dude. Here we go. Strikes to the head. Knocked him down for the first time in the match. Lesnar needs to do something desperate here. He can't even move the giant. Powerbomb! Oh no! He almost got him there. He almost got him, but it got reversed again. He can't pick up Andre. Andre keeps reversing the moves. Big scoop slam. Elbow. 1, 2. And Brock Lesnar kicks out at 2. Not sure how he survived that, but we're not going to ask any more questions besides why. Pedigree. Elbow. And the Beast is in more trouble than I've ever seen him before. Andre looking to become champion again, and what kind of story is this gonna be? No! Oh my God. If Lesnar can't do this, who can? Who the hell on our roster even has a chance against Andre? Lesnar keeps kicking out, that's good. I don't want to be biased, but I just want to see Andre lose, and it's not happening. This is all Andre. This is the opposite of what I wanted to see. Brock Lesnar is usually the one destroying his opponent. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the knees. And Andre just flicks him off like it's nothing. Far too dominant. Ooh, went for a takedown. This is a double-A collegiate wrestling champion, and Andre just shoved him aside. One of the greatest wrestlers, period, is Brock Lesnar. And he got suplexed out of the ring like it was nothing. Groggy, bleeding, taking so much damage, has to recover, has no choice. And wait a minute, I think some of that blood has gotten onto Andre now. Not sure that Andre's the one bleeding. I think that's Lesnar's blood. And just wiped it on his face like a mask. 1, 2. No! Fuck! We're in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, we are right back to where we were for the first 2 seasons. Shaking my head. Andre wins. Andre the Giant, the unbeatable, remains unbeat. Never been pinned, never been submitted, champion again. Well, that's unfortunate for us. But I think what I also want to do this season is book the next week so you guys know what's coming up. You have something to look forward to. I think that's something I should do. It's a little bit of behind the scenes of the game. First thing we do is we save it, obviously. Fire Pro has a bunch of management resources and stuff like that, so we can enhance our training center and all this stuff. I got a judo coach, a ring doctor, clinic, and a lounge. They also want to produce merchandise for sales. This is all the stuff I do off stream that you don't usually see. And then we we give bonuses to people that win championships. Because we want them to gain trust and continue to be champions. So Kiryu, and then Lucha House Party needs a little boost. Grand Metalik getting paid. And then we book the next show. So on this show, all the people that haven't wrestled yet or have lost have to wrestle each other. And Lex Luger hasn't even shown up. I think he's the only one that hasn't gotten a match, so he has to be the first one in a match, definitely. No questions asked. Has anybody else been missing out? I don't think so. I think that's it. So, Brian Cage didn't win. So, Lex Luger versus Brian Cage is a big matchup. I'd like to see that. Let's put that... Yeah, let's have that as our opener. That sounds good. And then... Jerry Lynn lost, right? So Jerry Lynn can fight... Eric Rowan. That sounds like an interesting matchup. I'm just checking my notes to see everything. Tenille lost, so I'd like to see Tenille versus Lacey Evans. I think that's an interesting match. Because Lacey Evans was in NXT for a long time, and so was Tenille at one point. Emma started in NXT, or she was like on the main roster and then went to NXT with her new gimmick or something. And then we're actually gonna have a new team of Scorpio Sky and JTG. Sky Crime, because crime time. So it's going to be Sky Time. And they're going to face our losers of that tag match in the first week. So the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And then we have to have our Kazuma matchup. Kiryu is gonna have to fight somebody that's ranked high enough to get a title match. But they're all at 1. So I think the only fair thing to do here is Becky Lynch. I feel like her win was the biggest one, right? What other costumes we got? The fire costume? Ooh, this is that WrestleMania costume. I really like this one. Yeah, we'll do that. Becky Lynch is going to fight Kiryu next week. And then we'll have Curtis Axel versus Jake the Snake. And then our main event should be... I really want to do Tyson versus Spawn. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, they're even. It's still even booking. And I wanted to do this match. And this is kind of my only chance to do this match. Because they're evenly booked. And that's a main event, if you ask me. So what I do here, a little behind the scenes. We make sure these are 30 minutes. With all the correct rules and everything. Unlimited. Off, off, off. It's been a while since we've had a DQ. I feel like the wrestlers are programmed not to get themselves counted out or anything. Spawn versus Tyson is just a normal match. And, yeah, so that all looks good. So tune in next week to see Lex Luger versus Brian Cage, Jerry Lynn versus Eric Rowan, Tenille Dashwood versus Lacey Evans, Scorpio and JTG versus Carl and Luke, Becky Lynch versus Kiryu, Curtis Axel versus Jake the Snake, and Spawn versus Mike Tyson. That sounds like it could be a good show. Could be good. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget that WWE 2K Battlegrounds is on September 18th. So that's why I'm doing this show now, to build up to that. I think we'll still be doing that. We'll still be doing this when that comes out. So, because, you know, this show usually takes a little bit of time for me to put together and do everything with. So, shorter roster, a little bit shorter season, not by a lot, by like 1 or 2 episodes shorter, but quick and concise. That's what we want. And then maybe in the future, who knows? Could be more wrestlers, could be more matches, could be more match types. I've been thinking of doing like a special pay-per-view thing at the end. And having like real cool matches, like triple threats and stuff that I can't do in Fire Promoter. And having it all be canon within the Undercard roster. So, let me know what you guys think about that idea. Because that won't be till the end. I think having like a cool finale is a good idea. But we have a long time until that. This is only episode 2. I'm just thinking of ideas for the future. I like to plan ahead. I like future booking. And I'm gonna go watch some other streams. So have a good day, guys.